Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Today we're diving into Marie Arana's LatinoLand, the long, complicated, and beautiful history of Latinos and Latinas in the United States. This book is not just a history, it's a personal journey, a sweeping exploration of Latino identity in the U.S., woven with Arana's own experiences as a Peruvian American. It's a story of arrivals, of struggles, of triumphs, and of an ongoing search for belonging. Arana kicks off by establishing a central theme. Latinos are Americans of no name. We're a diverse group, hailing from over 20 countries, encompassing a multitude of races, classes, and cultures. The terms Hispanic, Latino AX, imposed on us by others, never quite capture the vibrant tapestry of our identities. Yet, Arana argues, these labels also offer a sense of unity, a shared otherness in the American landscape. The book explores how Latinos arrived in the United States, or, in the case of indigenous populations, how they were already here. Arana recounts her own first arrival in Miami at age 6, highlighting the disorientation of navigating a new culture and language, and the jarring experience of encountering racial segregation for the first time. She weaves in the history of other Latino groups like Puerto Ricans in New York, emphasizing the smaller Latino presence in the U.S. at the time. The concept of arrival takes on many forms in LatinoLand. For some, like Arana's mother, it's a journey driven by love. For others, it's an urgent escape from political turmoil or violence. Arana tells the story of Ralph de la Vega, a Cuban boy airlifted to Miami as part of Operation Pedro Pan, forced to leave his parents behind and adapt to a new life in a sometimes hostile environment. For others still, like Julia Mamani, a Peruvian woman, arrival means a harrowing, illegal crossing orchestrated by coyotes, enduring exploitation and danger to reach the other side. LatinoLand emphasizes the deep historical roots of Latinos in what is now the United States. Long before European colonization, indigenous peoples migrated to the Americas, creating vibrant cultures and civilizations. Arana uses the story of Alvar Núñez Cabeza de Vaca, a Spanish conquistador shipwrecked in Florida in the 16th century, to highlight this ancient presence. Cabeza de Vaca lived among various indigenous tribes for almost a decade, becoming the first European to truly inhabit and document the land that would become the United States. She also tells the story of Sandra Guzman, a Puerto Rican journalist who discovered through DNA testing her Taíno ancestry, connecting her to the island's pre-Columbian past. Arana traces the long history of the U.S.-Mexico border, a fluid boundary crossed and recrossed by indigenous populations, Spanish settlers, and later by Mexicans seeking work or fleeing violence. She recounts her grandfather's journey to the U.S. through Mexico in the late 19th century to attend Notre Dame, and her father's similar journey during World War II to study at MIT, highlighting the cyclical nature of Latino migration and the draw of American educational opportunities. The book explores the complicated relationship of Latinos to race and skin color. From the Spanish colonial casta system, which attempted to categorize racial mixtures, to the American one-drop rule, Arana highlights the inadequacy of these systems in capturing the multiracial reality of Latinos. She recounts the story of Javier Lizarzaburu, a Peruvian journalist who uncovered his indigenous roots through DNA testing, challenging his family's narrative of whiteness. Arana discusses how Mexican Americans, after the Mexican-American War, initially identified as white in the U.S. Census to avoid discrimination. However, they continued to face racism and segregation, highlighted by stories like that of Ruben Aguilar, a U.S. citizen deported to Mexico with his family during the Depression. She also discusses the Chicano movement of the 1960s, a rejection of this forced whiteness and an embrace of Mexican-American identity. The book examines how Richard Nixon, recognizing the growing Latino population's political potential, coined the term Hispanic and implemented strategies to win the Latino vote. This marked a turning point in recognizing Latinos as a distinct political force. The book uses stories like Carolyn Curiel's, a Mexican-American who experienced school segregation in Indiana, and the landmark case of Mendez v. Westminster, which challenged the segregation of Mexican-American students in California, to expose the long history of educational discrimination against Latinos. Arana discusses the complexity of white Latinos, like Anya Taylor-Joy, whose Argentine background doesn't fit the stereotypical image of a Latina. She also discusses the discrimination faced by Afro-Latinos, like Antonio Delgado, whose Latino identity was questioned due to his Black heritage. She then touches on the experiences of Asian Latinos, who often feel they don't fully belong in either community. The book explores the diverse spiritual landscape of Latinos, challenging the assumption that all Latinos are Catholic. While acknowledging the historical influence of the Catholic Church in Latin America, Arana discusses the rise of evangelicalism and other faiths among Latinos in the U.S., highlighting figures like Reverend Samuel Rodriguez, a prominent evangelical leader. She also discusses the experiences of Latino Jews and the challenges they face in finding acceptance within both communities. She also mentions the growing number of Latinos who identify as religiously unaffiliated. Arana examines Latino political mindsets, noting that they don't fit neatly into American political binaries. She discusses her father's journey from Peruvian immigrant to American Republican, reflecting the complexities of Latino political affiliation. She challenges the myth of a monolithic Latino vote, citing the diversity of political opinions and the historically low voter turnout among Latinos. She also emphasizes that Latinos, regardless of political affiliation, share many of the same concerns as other Americans: better education, economic opportunity, and access to health care. Arana highlights the historical and ongoing contributions of Latinos to the American workforce, from soldiers like Bernardo de Galvez, who played a key role in the American Revolution, to farm workers and construction workers who continue to form the backbone of essential industries. She discusses the underrepresentation of Latinos in leadership positions, both in the military and in the corporate world. She also examines the exploitation faced by undocumented workers, including children, in industries like agriculture and construction. The book closes with a discussion of how Latinos contribute to American culture, particularly in the arts. Arana celebrates figures like Roberto Clemente, the baseball legend and humanitarian, Gloria Estefan, the Cuban-American music icon, and Sandra Cisneros, the Chicana writer. She emphasizes the need for greater Latino representation in media and entertainment to counteract negative stereotypes and to reflect the richness and diversity of Latino experiences. Throughout LatinoLand, Arana weaves together personal anecdotes, historical analysis, and interviews with a wide range of Latinos to create a multifaceted portrait of a community that is both diverse and united. She emphasizes the importance of recognizing and celebrating this diversity and the crucial role Latinos have played and continue to play in shaping the American story. The main takeaways from LatinoLand are that Latinos are not a monolith. We are a diverse group with a wide range of experiences and perspectives. This diversity is a strength, not a weakness. Latinos have deep roots in the United States. Our presence here predates the founding of the nation, and we have contributed significantly to its history and culture. Latinos are a vital part of the American fabric. Our work, our families, our traditions, and our dreams are interwoven with the American story. The struggle for recognition and inclusion is ongoing. Despite our contributions, Latinos continue to face discrimination and underrepresentation. But we also have a rich history of activism and resilience, and we continue to fight for our place in American society. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.